Before we dive into today's gripping story, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming. This one might shake you to the core. Some love stories are inspiring, others are tragic, but some are so complicated, they leave the world speechless. Today, we're peeling back the layers of one of the most talked about, most heart-wrenching, and most unforgettable celebrity relationships in music history, Rihanna and Chris Brown. A love that started like a fairy tale, but turned into something the world could never unsee. Let's rewind to the mid-2000s. Rihanna, the island girl from Barbados, was on a meteoric rise with hits like Honda Replay and SOS. Meanwhile, Chris Brown, a teenage sensation from Virginia, was making waves with his smooth voice and killer dance moves. They were young, gifted, and unstoppable. Fans couldn't help but wonder, what if they got together? And then it happened. The rumors started. Paparazzi snapshots showed them together, laughing, touching, vibing. The chemistry was undeniable, but what no one saw was what was bubbling beneath the surface. Being young and famous is a pressure cooker. You're expected to be perfect. Every move is documented, every slip is magnified. Behind the glamorous photos and studio sessions, Rihanna and Chris were dealing with jealousy, insecurity, and the pressure of living under a microscope. But no one expected what would happen next. February 2009, the night before the Grammy Awards. What should have been a celebration turned into something dark, violent, and unforgettable. Reports came in of a domestic incident. Then came the photos, the shocking, heartbreaking image of Rihanna's bruised face. The world was stunned. Chris Brown was arrested. Careers were thrown into chaos. Fans took sides. The industry held its breath. Was this the end for both of them? It wasn't just celebrity drama. It was a national conversation about abuse, fame, forgiveness, and accountability. Chris Brown faced legal consequences and a tidal wave of backlash. Rihanna disappeared from the public eye for a moment, but when she returned, she was stronger, more powerful, more in control than ever. She poured her pain into music. She spoke up, and slowly, she began to reclaim her narrative. Chris too tried to make amends. He apologized publicly, underwent counseling, and continued making music. But the stain of that night would never fully fade. And just when the world thought the story had ended, it took another shocking twist. In 2012, Rihanna and Chris Brown got back in touch, and even dated again briefly. The internet exploded. People were confused, angry, supportive, divided. Why would she take him back? Had he changed? Had she forgiven him? And should we? These weren't just questions about them. They were questions about us as a society. Eventually, the relationship ended for good. Rihanna moved on. Chris moved on. And though their lives have taken different paths, the shadow of their shared past still lingers. Today, Rihanna is a billionaire mogul, a mother, a fashion icon. Chris Brown is still performing and making music, but his legacy remains controversial. One thing is clear, the past never truly disappears. It teaches, it scars, and sometimes, it warns. Celebrity relationships aren't just gossip. They reflect deeper truths about love, pain, forgiveness, and growth. Rihanna and Chris Brown's story is complicated, tragic and tender, hopeful and haunting. And maybe that's why we still talk about it. If you've ever been in a relationship that hurt, if you've ever struggled with healing, if you've ever believed in someone and watched them fall, this story might feel too close for comfort. But remember, healing is possible, growth is real, and you are not alone. So what do you think? Was their love doomed from the start, or could it have been different? Can people truly change, and should we give them the chance? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. And if you found this story compelling, subscribe now, because we're only just getting started. We've got more untold truths, more Hollywood heartbreaks, and more real-life lessons ahead. You won't want to miss a second.